Cuisinart Signature Collection Multi-temp Kettle Review. The Cuisinart Signature Collection Multi-temp Kettle is a classy combination of sleek stainless design. You get useful temperature controls without the excess bulk of an oversized base. And they've even crammed a temperature readout into the kettle's own grip. It's fast to boil and fairly efficient, but it could use some improvements. It also has a range of different settings, including light, illumination for the water level, and a backlit display. A lot of multi-temperature Cuisinarts have a large base, often crammed with controls. The Cuisinart Signature Collection Multi-temp Kettle has all its controls in its hand, leaving it with a traditional, chrome trim base. From most views, it's a good design, looking elegant and classy. Look straight into the hand, though, and it'll be a little less successful. There's a mishmash of controls that don't really seem to fit together very well. Despite appearances, these kettles are easy to operate. To start boiling, fill it to at least the 1 liter minimum, replace it on its base and the display shows you how much hot liquid remains in the tank, to the nearest 10%, although at this stage it doesn't have an automatic shut-off, so it can be tricky to know exactly how much is left. The display lights up in a matching blue and you'll hear a couple of short beeps when it's done. For specialty tea or coffee, set the thermostat to 85 degrees Celsius and then select +5 degrees Celsius from the menu. Then, just click powered and let it run for 5 minutes. It's a simple enough system, with a low boiling point of 85 degrees Celsius. But if you're looking for something cooler, say, 40 degrees Celsius for making a baby's bottle, you'll need an extra step. You'll need to stop the kettle halfway through the boil, which isn't ideal for saving power. While I was initially pleased with its controls, this kettle's biggest issue is that placing them in its handles means that the lid open button is not easily thumbable. Pick it up and your thumb naturally drops where the screen is. This sounds trivial, but most people will soon find out just how accustomed they've become to thumbing open the kettles with one hand while turning the tap on with the other. That's simply not possible here. However, it's not easy to criticize how the multi-temp kettle looks or feels when operating. It pours nicely, even if you tip the kettle up too much, although it starts to splatter if you've tipped it up too much by the last few cups. The Cuisinart multi-temp kettle is an impressive piece of kit. Its power rating is 3 kilowatts, though in use I found it to produce around 2.9 kilowatts. It boils 500 milliliters of water from ambient temperatures in just under 1 minute and takes 3 minutes to boil 1.5 liters. That's not bad at all. You can also set it to keep warm water ready for tea, coffee, soup, or whatever else you might fancy. Despite this, the multi-temp kettle isn't overly powerful. Like all kettles, it used a lot of energy when boiling. However, the relatively brief boil periods mean it consumes only 0.06 kilowatts per hour for the 500 milliliters boil and 0.15 kWh for the full charge. In these days of eco-awareness, it'd be handy to know just how much power your kettle needs to reheat itself. The Cuisinart multi-temp kettle can maintain its temperature for up to 1 hour after boiling, so if you've got a full load of washing waiting to go through the cycle again, you won't have to wait too long before it'll be ready to start heating up once more. With a capacity of 1.5 liters, the kettle should be able to handle all your boiling needs without having to resort to a second kettle. And because it maintains its temperature for such a long time, you won't have to worry about wasting electricity either, not unless you're planning on keeping it running for hours on end. A good quality teapot that offers an excellent range of temperature settings. Its large capacity means you won't run out of hot water too quickly, and the removable filter basket allows for quick cleaning. However, the spout can get a little fiddly if you're used to pouring straight from the tap, and the lack of a thermostat may make it difficult to judge how much water to add.